I disagree with you. So a synopsis of what we're talking about here. There was an incident in the city of Chicago a while back in which a cop shot a 13-year-old kid. There was a shooting incident. The cop shows up on the scene to see a 13-year-old kid with a gun in his hand take off down a dark alley. I say dark alley because this was in the middle of the night. It's 2, 3, whatever in the morning it was. You can clearly see the gun in his hand. The cop yells for the kid to put the gun down, put his hands up, and the kid doesn't listen and takes off down the alley. This is all caught on tape. The cop gives chase, continues to order the kid to stop, drop the gun, and put his hands up. Over and over and over and over and over again, and the kid doesn't do it. Then suddenly, out of the blue, he sees, it's like he's running along a really tall fence, like maybe a 6 to 10 foot tall fence, and then all of a sudden there's a section of it that's like chain link high. So when he comes to that section, he quickly drops the gun over that chain link fence, comes to a screeching halt, drops the gun over the fence, and turns around real quickly and puts his hands up, and the cop shoots him. Yes, technically, he did what the cop said. Stop, drop the gun, put your hands up. After he refused to do it multiple times. And the last thing that cop saw when that kid took off down the alley was a kid with a gun in his hand. When he dropped the gun over the fence, he had his back turned to a cop in a dark alley after the kid refused the order to stop and drop the gun multiple times. There is no way of knowing that that kid dropped that gun and is turning around with the intent of putting his hands up. No way of knowing it. It is pitch black. It's the middle of the night. He has defied the order to stop multiple times. He just shot somebody back there. It's all on tape. You know he's got a gun in his hands. In that instance right there, you have to act as if to protect yourself if you're the cop. And that shooting, in my opinion, is 100% justified. Even though that kid did drop the gun, and when he turned around, he immediately put his hands up. That is to use a football terminology, that's a bang-bang play. There is no way for that cop to visibly see that kid dropped the gun. First of all, we're watching it on night vision recording, which is very easy for us to see. In the heat of the moment with adrenaline pumping and there's no light in that alley, there is no way to see that kid dropped that gun with his back turned to you. That cop has to act under the assumption that kid is turning around to draw down on him. That was a 100% justified shooting.